Ever since Tar Pits, the new hardest map in BT6 was added, there has been a quest to beat elite bosses on the map. First off, ISAB was able to beat Elite Vortex on the map, and then in the weeks following, Elite Dreadbloon and Elite Blastopopius have been defeated as well, which leaves FaZe, Lich, and Bloonarius as the 3 elite bosses which have yet to be beaten on this map. And today we're taking on Elite Bloonarius. Now, some people on Discord have been saying this is an impossible boss fight, but I'd like to find out for myself. And if you guys have been enjoying the boss challenges, please hit that subscribe button. It makes a huge difference for me, and I'm getting close to 50,000 subscribers. And here we go. We're gonna start it off by unlocking the secret map. Let's go. And then 850 starting cash. I did bring Benjamin because I feel like he's gonna be the best hero for this. I just need the money. But before we play spin, we'll just start with the free dart monkey and let it run. It'll probably be a round 3 Benjamin placement. Now, I'm sure some of you guys are wondering why I didn't go Geraldo, as that's the typical hero for boss events. And the reason behind it is I don't think Geraldo is actually the best hero in this case. We're also gonna go for a submarine up here now, since the hardest part of this challenge by far is going to be getting my money situated. And early game farming will be helped a ton by Benjamin, where Geraldo would help the early game farming a little bit with NFT, but not near as much. But I'm hoping with the submarine and dart monkey start, I can save up for my first banana farm. That's the plan. Submarine is pretty good on this map just because of the seeking projectiles. It is able to hit kind of all 5 lanes, even though it can only see 3 of them. And now I can afford my first banana farm, which is gonna go right about here. This is going to be built towards a monkey bank is my plan. Now my question here is I am starting to leak a little bit. Not a ton of lives leaked, but just a tiny bit. Is it worth for me to go for like a second submarine so I don't leak at all? Or is it worth for me to just save it for more farming? And I feel like the farming is probably the better play, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not sure about it, but we'll see. Then round 11, we can afford the second banana farm pretty early on here. Wait for it. Perfect. Our life count is starting to suffer a little bit though. We're down to 94. And I'd still like to upgrade this banana farm before I go for a second sub. So we'll see how this ends up playing out. We use the Benjamin ability early. Increase production there, nice. And we'll still leak a little bit more, but it's totally fine. Not a crazy amount of leaks. Okay, so this submarine covers these top 3 lanes, which means our second submarine, guys, can cover these bottom 3, and we'll see how this ends up working out. Hopefully I'm not leaking too much anymore. The nice part about Benjamin too is Benjamin does regenerate lives, which obviously helps us out quite a bit in this type of situation where it's easy to leak. All right, we defended that pretty easily. Let's get greater protection on you. Then on round 14 here, I'm gonna see when to time my Benjamin ability. I think I'll just leak these initial yellow balloons. And the second wave, we'll use it right now. All right, that wasn't too bad. Second greater production farm. And I guess we'll just go for a third submarine here. I still feel like submarines are the most effective defense to use early, just to unupgrade subs, because the upgrades aren't really worth it right now. Like twin guns is more expensive than just getting a third submarine on the map, so it makes more sense to just keep spamming unupgraded ones at the moment. I'm hoping with our current setup I can afford the bank, but we'll see about that. How do we look at this region yellow balloons? Actually, not too bad. Okay. This sells for 2,589, which means I need a little over $1,000 here. Okay. We should be able to afford soon. Let's use Benjamin ability against this. Decent defend. Sell you, upgrade you. Oh, and then round 19, I'm gonna leak a lot here, aren't I? That hurts. Okay. It's fine though, it's fine. We'll tank them. I definitely need to upgrade a sub though, so let's go for barb darts in this one, and we'll make this into a 0-1-1 sub. We'll get twin guns on it as well. Just figuring out this early game defense is like one of the hardest parts about this boss defend, since this map is so complicated. I think we've probably got to start building towards like an airburst art sub or something. So we'll get twin guns in this one. This will be my airburst. And advanced intel. Okay. Okay, now with this advanced intel sub, I'm feeling somewhat comfortable. Finally. Now part of the reason why I went for the submarines is because I can get heat tip darts around 28. And I'm hoping this can hit all the lead balloons. Let's see. Let's use Benjamin ability here. Nice, that worked. And I will collect the bank now, upgrade I'm a Flown, and redeposit the cash. I feel like I'm in a pretty good spot here. I like how this is looking. And after this round concludes, I'm pretty sure we can get our Monkeyopolis up, because we'll cash this out and use the I'm a Flown ability. Collect you, get a discount village here, and then under discount we're gonna get a monkey town, which I actually don't have cash for yet. I wonder if I can make cash for this, if I sell some stuff. I can actually, okay. Monkey Town. Now I sell this off. I'm definitely lacking defense now, so I'll probably go for airburst starts. But right when the round starts, I'm going to use the I'm a Flown ability and upgrade to a Monkeyopoulos. Come on. Let's go. Perfect. Triple guns. How is this looking defensively? It's somewhat defending. We can also build this into a Merchantman. Let's go Grape Shot on it first. I'm leaking a lot of lives still. It's working, I think. Merchantman, perfect. I think that was a solid play. I pretty much want all the pops to be coming from the submarine anyway, since it's underneath the village. So if I kept those other submarines, they'd be getting pops not underneath the village range. And this is part of the reason why I placed Benjamin in this location, because Benjamin gets buffed by my village, which is nice. We'll start farming though. Round 35 could be a tricky one because there is rainbows this round. We'll see how we look. Do I defend these? A lot of leaks against that one. Okay. Maybe I go for some glue gunners then. One here. And I'm gonna go for another glue gunner up here. That's probably not a bad decision. We defended the rainbows, nice. And now we only have 2 rounds remaining before the first boss defense, so I think we'll just spam a couple more Merchantmen before that point hits. Dude, we are struggling against these balloons though. Let me tell ya. I'm down to 34. That is a problem. Can I defend round 39 with my setup? Let's see. The plan is to make this a favorite trades before the round ends. So that I can sell stuff for increased sellback. Favorite trades? Perfect. Ooh, we are struggling. Okay. We gotta use Benjamin ability there. Alright, Ben ability now. We're down to 15 lives. Oh my gosh. We did defend though. We did defend. Now the big question on everyone's mind, how much cash do I have for round 40 with my farming? Because this is what's going to determine if Benjamin was worth it or not for me. Since one other pro was trying this challenge and used Geraldo, and they had 37k on round 40. So, sell everything off. I got 52.6k. So Benjamin did actually make quite a big difference for us. Let's go Benjamin. So the first thing I'd like to test defensively is the Spirit of the Forest, which I can't afford, but then I'll need to pair this with something that actually does good damage against Bloonarius. So maybe like a Sticky Bomb? Can I afford that too? Oh, I can, okay. Let's get the bottom crosspath on you. And then once I can afford it, I'll probably go for a Jungle Drums Village as well. Let's see. 50,000 HP. I barely have any track links to defend this as well. We can also go for a couple free Dart Monkeys. Why not? How's the damage looking? Oh wait, that's ceramic. Okay, the vines grabbed it, nice. I mean, we're doing decent damage. Maybe this could work. Maybe this could work. Jungle Drums. The first goal has now been hit. Those ceramics from the inside should not be a problem for me. We defend all of them. Okay. What else can I buy to help me out? I'm not sure. Maybe a Mob Shredder Spikes is the next thing to purchase. There's 2 skulls hit. The ceramics are actually pushing though. I feel like those ceramics are going to become a problem for me. Use the ability. I almost have enough for the Mob Shredder. Mob Shredder Spikes. Perfect. That's the 3rd skull. Am I dead? Oh, we survived that. We survived that barely. Dude, we're actually doing it. We're actually doing it. Bigger stacks. I think I'm dead against the ceramics on this 4th skull though. There's no way I'm defending those, right? I'm dead. Dang it. I refuse to believe it that I can't defend Bloonarius with 50k plus. There's got to be a way. So here's my next idea. What if I go for a never miss targeting here? And this is for just general balloon cleanup on all the lanes. And then I go for a 220 village right here. Now under the 220 village, we will go for a glue gunner, glue strike, bottom crosspath on you. Then to pair with the glue strike, I'm gonna get some destroyers. The destroyers are how I'm actually gonna pop down Bloonarius, and the destroyers will give us a little bit of balloon cleanup on the other lanes too. Now you might be wondering, how am I gonna clean up the balloons? Because the ceramic waves are the biggest threat. And my plan for that is some tack shooters, blade Maelstroms in the back here. I can actually afford 3 of these. Okay, we'll do that. 3rd one will go right here. All right, this is the setup. I feel like I actually have some faith in this. I think we can do it. Just logically speaking, this should work, right? Let's use glue strike off the start. The damage should be significant. How are we looking? Yes, is good. Let's get grape shot on you. Perfect. All right, we got a wave of ceramics. Use this ability. That does defend the wave. Perfect. And we should be able to have a Maelstrom ability for every wave of ceramics with 3 of these guys down. Hopefully. Use that one. All right, it's working. It's working. Come on. Glue strike again. Hot shot on you. Use that ability. We're defending, we're defending. Use this one now. Yes. All right, third to last skull. Another Maelstrom. 2 skulls remaining. Come on. Oh no, we hit that too early. We hit it too early. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. I almost didn't have the ability off cooldown in time. Last Glue Strike. Last Maelstrom ability. Easiest defend of my life, ladies and gentlemen. Come on. They said tier 1 Elite Bloonarius was impossible, and I just did it. We got 4 more tiers to go. Sell everything off. Now I'm going to go for 3 discount villages. And now under triple discount, I will get a Monkey Town, Monkey City, Monkeyopolis. So now I've got this up. The question becomes, do I want to focus on boat farms or do I want to get banana farms? There's an advantage to both. Boat farms could be good defensively, which is kind of what I need on this map. But I don't think you can actually fit 20 boats here, which is the only concern. But I think we'll do boat farms nonetheless. All right, let's start the round off. We've got a decent amount of boat farms here. Oh, it's still not enough defense. Actually, not even close. All right, in that case, here's what I'm going to do. We'll get the Monkeyopolis as before. I'm going to sell my Never Miss Targeting and replace the Never Miss Targeting over here under my village to get the extra cash per pop. And then with the rest of the cash here, I'll just spam Merchantmen. Please defend now. This has got to defend. The Never Miss Targeting is pretty effective here, right? Yes, appears to be working. Another Merchantman. There we go. And now I'll start saving up for my Trade Empire. Once I get the Trade Empire up, it actually does buff the damage of all your Merchantmen, so I'm hoping at that point I can probably sell my Never Miss Targeting. We'll see though. All right, sell, Trade Empire, perfect. Let's get Grape Shot on some more of these, just to play it safe. And can I fit any more boats? Yeah, I think only 1 more boat's all I can fit, unfortunately. And then I'd obviously like to build into some central markets to buff the income of our boats. How are we looking against round 49 AI? We're actually defending this, okay. The boats are good enough, that's good. I could try to utilize like Balloon Trap and Rubber to Gold, but the problem with this map is it's 5 different lanes. So I feel like those types of farming methods wouldn't be effective enough. I don't know though, maybe I am missing out on income through those. All right, I now have to start prepping myself for the tier 2 defend, which I'm thinking a Spirit of the Forest and Mad would be pretty good. I don't actually know if that is enough damage to get through Bloonarius, but if that is my plan, might as well start building towards the Spirit of the Forest early because it does actually make me income. So we'll get Jungle's Bounty up here. I don't actually know if this boat farming was the most effective way though. I'm feeling like BRFs could have been better just because I can't fit 20 boats like early, right? So we're not actually making much income per round at the moment. Actually, before I test this defense, let's just see how much money I have. Only 225k, that's actually not much at all. But let's just do this defense first of all and see how it goes. Mad right here, and we'll sell 1 more farm to get an overclock. Okay. This actually might not be enough, I'm not sure. 300,000 HP. Wait, am I gonna leak against that? The vines are spreading still, we're good, I think. Let's use you. Let's get Mad ability in here. Let's get Hard Thorns, I guess. It looks like we're defending at the moment. I might die against these ceramics. No, we're good still. This actually might work defensively, but the farming is what I'm concerned about. Another Mad ability. Another overclock. 2 skulls remaining. Yeah, I think this defense actually works. I am really close to leaking though. I'm very, very close to leaking. Actually, I might be dead here. No, I'm not. I'm actually... Okay. Explode the vines. Exploding the vines and use the Mad ability, we're good. So now where do I go from here? I guess we'll sell the Mad and we'll sell the Spirit of the Forest as well. I guess I'll build these central markets back up. And we do actually have round 63 to deal with, which isn't fun. So maybe I add a more glaives to the mix to help us out. Let's see. Can I defend this round? We'll get a hot shot over here as well. I'm still dead, actually. Huh. I mean, I could, in theory, keep the Spirit of the Forest if I really wanted to, but that's going to slow my farming a ton, and I feel like I don't actually need that much defense. All right, maybe I go for 2 more glaives. We go for the second one up here. Ability. Okay, we defended the first wave. That's good. Second, more glaives. And let's see if this defends. I'm hoping it does. It should. Yeah, it appears to be working. Okay. Both of these more glaives are under the village range, by the way, so I'm getting the increased cash per pop, which is nice. Last wave of ceramics. Perfect. Sell one of these. Upgrade. Upgrade. So currently I have 8 central markets, which means I need 2 more to have the maximum. We'll work towards those, and then after I get the maximum, we'll build a Lord of the Abyss and get the maximum amount of boats. Alright, can I actually defend these BFBs though? Thankfully the 2 BFBs are on side of my more glaives, which is definitely gonna help out. Do I defend that? I do. Nice. And I'll get my Lord of the Abyss up. And now we get boats down. Come on. The nice part about this village over here too is it's once again in Benjamin's range, so Benjamin's gonna get that increased income. I have 19 so far. I need to fit 1 more, which I can fit right here. That's 20. So now I simply upgrade all of these to favorite trades. And we'll go for a Banana Central after I do that. Alright, I think I have all 20 favorite trades now. Okay. So where do I want to have my Banana Central? That's the question. I wonder if I could place it all the way up here. There's like a secret farm spot up here. Yeah, like right there. That's a pretty cool spot. It is under the range of the village as well, which is nice. The tier 3 boss defend, I'm definitely going to need a Paragon for, though. That's my current thought. Well, actually, maybe I could defend it with something like a Megalodon. That's always an option. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. The Paragon would be the easy way out, though. Alright, Banana Central has been bought. Let's also get an Ultra Boost here on round 73 for my B Central. Okay, I think it's time to build up a bigger Monkeyopolis. So I'm going to sell these Central Markets. We'll build them back up later, don't worry. But I'm going to replace them with BRFs, first of all. Now I'll sell this Monkeyopolis and get you up for 30,000. Okay. Now we replace the Central Markets. I don't actually have the cash to replace every single one, but I'll have it soon. Hopefully we'll get it up before the end of the round. That way we don't lose out on any boat income. Come on, this last one. Nice, we got it. Okay, so before round 79 starts, I actually kind of want to get up a support temple. But the thing with the support temple is I don't want to sacrifice any boat farms because we already have a lot of boat income and boat pops, which means I could actually get a pretty decent boat Paragon later if I keep them around. So with all of that being said, I think I'll get the temple right around here. Get you up here. Nice. And 1 more round of farming, then we've got the tier 3 defend. So the first thing I'd like to test out for this tier 3 defend is a Megalodon. Megalodon I know is incredibly good right now. The only problem is I don't have that much space for beast handlers, at least right now. I'm going to sell some stuff off. Alright, I now have a max power Megalodon, 132 out of 132. I don't actually know if this is enough to solo, but we'll see. I have a suspicion that it is, actually. Let's run it. Overclock you. Homeland defense buff it. I mean, look at the damage. That is just insane. This isn't even a Paragon. This is a tier 5 tower that's doing it. And it's not even max buffed either. It's not ultra boosted. It's not true Sun God buffed. And it's still doing that type of damage. Okay, Homeland defense is going to run out here soon, though, which will slow the damage significantly. And I'm dead. That probably can defend. I think I need something for cleanup, though, like a super glue back here or something. All right, take 2. This time around, I got a Cold Arms with Homeland defense, and I also have a Icicle Impale towards the back of the map to help us out with the cleanup. Let's see if this defends. DETs are the biggest threat. The DET spawns are what I'm most worried about. So maybe even put this on camo priority. Keep the overclocks coming in. That's about half the skulls down. As the boss travels farther, though, the DTs become more of a threat, so we're not out of the woods yet. I'm gonna get Homeland defense back here in a second, though. Actually leaked there. Okay. Overclock it again. Come on, we got this, we got this. I'm dead. Man, maybe instead of only a Megalodon, I also get a Flying Fortress in here. Because I want to get Ace Pops, since an Ace Paragon will definitely be utilized later. Right, Flying Fortress and Megalodon, we got this here. Okay, we're looking decent. The Flying Fortress doesn't have camo detection, which is part of the problem here. Homeland defense again. Alright, 2 skulls remaining, we got this, we got this. Switch the pathing. No way. There's no shot, bro. I need camo detection on this Flying Fortress. Alright, sell that and get camo detection up. We can do this. Homeland defense. Switch the pathing. Ultra boost. Switch the pathing. Please defend. Last skull, last skull. Come on. Don't die on me. Switch the pathing. Don't die. We're good. We did it. That was rough, though. That was not easy. I honestly thought the Megalodon would do better. But, I mean, still did Paragon this, which is good. The reason why I didn't really want to use Paragons is because you lose a lot of money making Paragons, especially if it's like a low degree one that I'm probably not going to end up keeping at the end of the day. You lose a ton of money buying and selling it because of the tier 5s you sacrifice and everything. And I got Paragon pops in the process, which is also nice. Alright, so I spent some time and I spammed snipers around the map. I also got a Spear of the Forest just to increase my income. So I think we'll just chill with this and continue farming for the next 15 or so rounds, you know what I'm saying? Should work out pretty well. We also got an Energizer over here too. Alright, I have now made to around 96. We actually have a decent amount of cash for the limited farming space this map has to offer. How many pops do we have on the ace? We have almost 1 million pops on the ace, okay. That's decent. We can cash this out too. Might as well do that. I'm gonna wait till round 100, by the way, to get my Paragons up. Just try to get as much cash made from these boats and as much pops on the ace as possible. Alright, Navigator of the Seas with 0 cash slider. What degree do I get? 48, I'll take that. And honestly, I kind of wanted to see how good this does alone sum, because ideally I don't get the ace Paragon yet. Since I wouldn't be able to get a very high degree ace, I don't have much cash. But the one thing I will do beforehand is get a true Sun God up to buff my Beast Handler. I'm going to sell that Sun Temple because I didn't have it in a good location. Now I'll upgrade range on this. Give it a village buff. That still doesn't reach? No way. I need to place it a little bit higher then. I need the true Sun God to be able to reach this Beast Handler, which is going to be my Megalodon, because that's going to do an insane amount of damage. And the reason why I don't just upgrade this one into True Sun God is because it would sacrifice stuff like my Ace and just my Monkeyopolis, which I don't really want to sacrifice. Okay, what if I actually just get the True Sun God on the water and I make it a Vengeful Temple? That could be interesting. I have cash for it, so... And I think that would be pretty effective as well. Let's get you up. Nice. Then last but not least, I need to place the 5th tier Super Monkeys outside the range of the temple. So the Legend of the Night can go down here, and the Anti-Bloon can go over here. If I did everything correctly, then I should get this Vengeful True Sun God up. Come on. Let's get it. Yes, there we go. Okay. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So these 2 towers alone I think should be enough for tier 4, but I also am going to utilize that Megalodon I was talking about beforehand. We'll upgrade range on the temple now, and get some Beast Handlers in here, which should be pretty cheap. Merge them. Let's send it. 8 million HP. Homeland defense ability. I mean, look at the pops of the Beast Handler go up. We are actually tanking this down. This is good. This is very good. Okay, the insides do look a little bit threatening, but I'm still defending everything. Let's overclock this. Let's overclock that. Yeah, that's half the HP down. Okay. We're doing good. Nothing to worry about still. We're shredding, we're shredding. Abilities. Keep overclocking my farm, of course. Yes, 1 million HP remaining. Come on. We got this, we got this. Yeah, the boss is dead. Honestly, I think the most threatening part of the boss isn't even popping it. It's not dying against the insides because they spawn like so close to the exit. You know what I'm saying? That's the scariest part. Okay, so what do I do to prep for the tier 5 defend? First off, I'm going to sell off all the additional defense I got, and then we will build the farms back up. Also, since I'm done boat farming, I'm going to sell all of these central markets and just have BRFs everywhere. There we go, I finished the farming. We've fit a lot of snipers and overclocks in here too. Let's just play until we hit the next tier of the boss defend. Yeah, dude, the boat Paragon is just going to steal so many pops from the ace, though. That is kind of annoying to look at, but I guess it just is how it is, you know what I'm saying? I can't really do anything about that. So the first thing I'd like to do is obviously get that ace Paragon. And we ended up getting a little less than 2 million pops on the ace, which is decent. Alright, so currently I'm looking at a degree 37 ace if I put nothing in the cash slider. We need 160,000 for degree 40, which is what I'll go for. Okay. Degree 40, please. Perfect. Now, what else do I want to get? I could go for like a degree 20 Wizard Paragon. I've still got stuff I can sell, by the way. I don't want to sell literally everything yet. We just want to sell most of the things. Yeah, I think just a low degree Wizard's probably a decent idea with 0 cash slider. Keep it simple. Perfect. Are there any other Paragons I want to go for? Should I spend the rest of my cash on actual defense? I think we'll just spend it on defense, is my plan. Alright, so the first extra piece of defense I'm going to get is just another temple right here. The main purpose of this is just to buff my Vengeful bit to be better. And then the main brunt of our defense is going to be ninja spam here on the left. We'll be building a ninja army. Alright, I've prepped a lot of ninjas now. I do need to move my permabrew, which will be done once I get the heli ability available, because I obviously want that permabrew to brew the ninjas. That's pretty important. We'll move it here. Nice. Before we get into the final round, though, let's sell off more defense, because I want to prep like 1 million overclocks, so then I can overclock my ninjas. I think we're prepared for tier 5, guys. I can finally sell this Monkeyopolis. And my Banana Central. I do need to get a village somewhere here, actually. I didn't even think about that till now. If I get the village right here, for example, does that hit every ninja? Not some of them in the back, huh? I think that's fine, in all honesty. I'll get a super bit over here as well. Actually, we can sell this and make it a primary expertise. That's pretty important. They have the same range, I think. And primary expertise is better because I'm getting ice towers. Let's upgrade these ninjas now. All right, I've got a good amount of 20 stack Bloon Jutsus. That's pretty solid. I think we use our overclocks. Now I'll sell some of them off. I do want to keep some overclocks around because I will be reapplying overclock to some of these towers, but that's totally fine. I'm now going to go for some of the 5th tier dartlings like the Ray of Doom, the MAD, and the Bez. Perfect. Let's get our Cripple Mob in here as well. I still have 600k remaining, which is actually more cash than I thought I'd have. Could have gone for the Spike Factory Paragon, but the reason I didn't is because we have these 5th tiers that anti-stall the round, so I couldn't have built a big spike pile. So we'll go for Attack Zone here. Let's get ourselves an Avatar of Wrath as well. Let's get a Century Champion. Maybe a Super Mines. I guess like an Apache Dart Ship. I don't want to get any 5th tiers of the towers that I already have Paragons of, because keeping that Paragon of Power is important. And I still have some cash remaining. I guess we could just go for like a low degree Dart Paragon with the remaining cash, because I'm out of space basically. So what degree is that? 24, okay. And I think, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to rumble. Oh my gosh, let's lock in here. Let's go. Glue Storm. Paragon ability, Ace ability. How's the damage looking right now? It's looking decent, I've got to say. I think it's pretty solid damage. I can sell this, actually, because Homeland stays up, and then we'll get a new Homeland. Now, there are some things I definitely need to keep overclocked, which is the Vengeful True Sun God and the Megalodon and the Grandmaster Ninja. Those are the top 3 damagers I've got. So we're going to re-overclock these. Homeland defense again. Apply it to this one. Spike Storm. Glue Strike. We've got 2 skulls down so far. It's really hard to tell what's going on, but we are defending. We are defending somehow. Let's use Bolt Pull ability against a bad. Homeland defense is still active. I don't have any need to micro anything right now. What's the pops on the Beast Standard looking like? 5.7 million. Vengeful's got 6 million. That's good. That's 3 skulls down. Come on. I can't even see where Bloonarius is at right now. I don't know if we're on pace or not. That's the weird part about this. I've got no clue what our pace is looking like. Again, it's the insides that are my biggest worry, because we definitely have time to pop Bloonarius in time, but do we have time to pop all of the spawns before they exit? Okay, Homeland defense has now died off. I'm going to micro you. That's very important to micro. Use it again. Homeland is probably my most important ability. I would say it's even more important than the Ace ability for this defense. Let's get a new Cold Arms up. We are lagging immensely, which is kind of expected. When you have this amount of ninjas and just towers and projectiles in general, you're going to lag a ton. That's kind of how the game operates. There's too much damage going on. 13 million HP left. We got this. Come on. We so have this. I'd like to reapply some overclocks here. Reapply you. Reapply you. Come on. Nice. Overclock my Dartlings. And the Grandmaster Ninja. Of course. Alright, the damage is looking really good. We hit the second to last skull. Come on. And we have the Ace ability coming back off cooldown here soon, which is going to be really helpful. How many Dart Pops do I have? Only 500,000 this Dart Paragon. Like, the Bloon Jutsus, the one Bloon Jutsu basically has the same amount of pops as that Dart Paragon. That's kind of funny. But, I mean, anything helps. I'm not going to make too much fun of the Dart Paragon here. Let's target the Ace ability. Where is it? I can't even target it. It's lagging too hard. We just got to kind of use it where it was targeted beforehand. It's a little bit unfortunate. But it's fine. That skull has been hit. Come on. There we go. 4.5 million HP left. I still think we have plenty of time to pop Bloonarius. I can't see where he is, but we look like we're in the clear. Yep, 2 million HP left. Okay, let's reapply Overclock on the big things. Megalodon. Vengeful, please. Where's Grandmaster Ninja at? Let's reapply the Glue Strike. Yes. Grandmaster Ninja. Perfect. And we've done it. We've done it. Elite Bloonarius on tar pits, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my gosh. What a run. That was fun. Let's check the pops. Review map here. 11 million on the Vengeful, which is kind of crazy. 12 million on the boat, but the boat gets a lot of pops from just like the regular balloons, so I don't think the boat actually was dealing the most damage to the boss, is my guess. 9.4 on the Megalodon, which is also crazy. 10 million on the Ace, and 1.4 on the Grandmaster Ninja. I actually thought this would get more pops. Interesting. 600,000 Supermines, 480,000 Avatar, 800,000 Attack Zone is actually pretty good. And then over 1 million on the Century Champion as well. Nice. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Definitely a crazy one. And yeah, let me know what crazy boss challenge you would like to see next. Rhymelike out. Peace, guys. Have a good one. And if you guys enjoyed today's video, check out this boss video as well, because I know you'll love it too. And it would be appreciated if you subscribed as well.